What's up, y'all? You know where we are, huh? Home away from home, back at the Guitar Ranch. Doing something a little different this time. I've got a new buddy with me that you guys are going to be meeting. He's going to get his first from field to table experience. Say hello to Mr. Gary Walker.
Hello.
So Gary is a fellow Okie. We are doing the Okie invasion down here. And he's going to go through our entire experience from field to table and put it up on his channel. So, and we've got him here so I can learn how to do this YouTube thing properly. His channel is Walker Farm Family is one of them. What's the other one?
Walker Farm Fam and Catching Up with the Walkers.
And Catching Up with the Walkers, that's it. So anyway, check out their channel and yeah, see some cool stuff coming up. We're going to do some shooting. We're going to go do some hunting. And then we've got both Chef Cliff and Chef Joe that you will meet for the first time as well. Actually, I'm going to be meeting him for the first time. He's already done one event with us, but I was in Alaska while we were doing an event in Montana that Chef Albert and Chef Joe did. So we get two for the price of one this time. But anyway, we will see you guys on the range. All right, so this video, we are going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of show you more of some of the behind the scenes kind of things, what we do putting on an event, and I'll share with you a little bit with the Garzas, which is the family that we have coming to do this from field to table. They've actually taken all 8 spots for this one, so you'll get to see them. They've been to 2 of our long range classes. They're one of our all-time favorite families. Great people, love spending time with them. So we'll capture them a little bit, and then we'll just kind of show some of the behind the scenes stuff with Gary. And then if you want to see Gary's full video, you'll go to his YouTube channel and see his full experience from field to table. Now I know you guys have seen these before, but in case you're new here, maybe you're new from Walker Farm Family, this is one of the rooms. Gary's going to show it on his video as well. Really nice rooms, 2 queen beds in each one. Everybody gets their own bathroom as well. So anyway, really nice place, and you've heard me say it multiple times. This is my home away from home. We do probably 15 events a year here. So the guitars are awesome people. All the staff here, they're part of my family just because we spend so much time with them. Some of them, Miss Linda has watched my son Eddie grow up. So yeah, we absolutely love this place. And next, Gary and I are heading to the range, and we're going to work on getting him out to 1,000 yards if he can do it. Confident he can. He knows his way around a rifle, but let's go find out. All right, so y'all know we work with some great brands. Gotta do a little showing off here. So we're in our Connex down in Texas. So we got some of our Bog, got Caldwell stuff there. We've got cases with our Benelli Lupos and our Zeiss Conquest V4s. Some brand new Caldwell stuff. Then look at this, all brand new stuff that we've got to go through. We've got a pretty major event coming up that we're doing with the American Outdoor brands, which is going to be Caldwell, Bog, and Meet Your Maker processing equipment. So we've got, I think, a lot of ground blinds that we've got to put up, chairs that go with them, and we've got a whole bunch of brand new Zeiss materials that you're going to see on the range for us to use as well. So anyway, some really cool stuff coming up, and this time I promise Gary and I are really going to the range this time.
We're really going there.
We're really going. I've told him 3 times now. So
but you do have a lot of cool stuff back there.
I do have a lot of cool stuff. So choose your weapon. Right there, just grab one.
It's gotta be this one right here.
It's gotta be that, and that's the winner, huh?
My hand just fits perfect, it feels like.
That's it. There's the winner right there. That's the 1,000-yard machine right there. Ooh. Ready to go. So we're going to take him out and let him take the Lupo for a test drive. All right, so we'll have a couple different things we're doing. One of the things that we work on is cheek weld, and then from where your cheek is and the front of your face or your eye is looking through here is what's called eye relief. So with the Zeiss, typically they call it the box, the eye box. Usually Zeiss gives you about 3.5 inches, which is very generous, so you've got plenty of room. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do is, you see about where I'm at? So the ideal resting place is for your head to be pretty perpendicular, not pretty, but we don't want this.
Gotcha.
So you don't want to completely on the side. So you don't want to be way back here because you're just going to see a little bitty tunnel, and you don't want to be right on top of it because you're going to see another tunnel. And then when this thing goes off, it's going to catch you in the eyebrow. So you want just about like this, and then you can make your adjustment either forward or back. But what you want to see is a full field of view.
So, right there. Is that about 3, 4?
Yep, yeah, you're right there. So just for practice, you can kind of move your head back, move your head a little bit closer, and you can see what that does. That it makes that field of view bigger and smaller. So you want the adjustment or your cheek to be right where you've got that full field of view in there.
Gotcha. Yep, about right there is where it's at.
Okay, so now we want to check your ocular focus. So now you can reach up here for this piece, and where all that just looks really crisp. The crosshair, don't worry about the target or whatever it is that you're looking at, but just where that crosshair, your reticle, looks really good and clear.
About right there.
Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to set is this inner. There's 2 rings here. This outside one is for your reticle will illuminate, but this inside one is called parallax, and for lack of a better term, we just call it side focus. So it will actually make your target fuzzy clear, but it changes for each further distance that you go out.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, so now you're set for 100 yards. So now we're going to do just some real quick basics. Go and let me sit back down there.
Okay.
So we did your cheek weld and eye relief. You've already got that. So the next thing we're going to work on is grip. Most people were taught, including myself, when you grip it, grip it. You know,
Well, because of
because
the.
we're worried about recoil. It's not entirely true what you need to be doing.
Okay.
So, because the more that you put into the gun, the more inaccurate you're going to be, more unstable that you're making the rifle.
Okay.
Keep your finger, that's one of the safety rules, finger outside of the trigger guard at all times until you're ready to fire.
Okay.
Once you know you're ready to fire, finger inside the trigger guard, and then thumb in a straight line, a grip here. So you can just kind of lean in and then just gradually start applying pressure. Apply pressure and let it break.
Okay.
Like that. Here's what most people tend to do. So you got a really nice optic, 6 to 24 magnification, really good glass. You can see through it really well. So they're on their target. Squeeze the trigger and they do this.
To look with their eye.
To look with their eye.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, that's why you have a vision.
Yep. So cheek down on the cheek pad, thumb in line. You're applying pressure. You got a full field of view. Boom, it goes off. So we over exaggerate, and once that click or boom goes off, we want you to go 1, 2, and then come off. Perfect. Yeah, you did it all right. So now whenever we go live, do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Yep, left target. Just hold right in the center. What's that left hand doing?
Bad habits is what it's doing.
That's exactly it.
You know what it's doing.
We do threaten to get the ruler out if we need to and smack knuckles.
You know, it might be a necessary thing. All right, so it's good here.
So one thing that we should mention too is we're shooting suppressed, and so it's up to you whether you want ear protection on or not. For our classes, when we've got 7 shooters going one time, we highly recommend that they still use hearing protection even with the suppressors, because it is not like what the movies portray. I'm not going to wear any because I know what it's going to be like, but it's your choice if you want to wear them or not, since we're shooting suppressed.
Gotcha. Yeah, and for me, I feel we'll see what this first shot does.
Okay.
But
and I've got them if you want to wear them.
okay, I would say I've got some in my pack, but I'm used to. There we go. I'm used to not. All right.
Just remember your follow through. How'd that feel?
Good.
Let's see where we're at. I have no idea. So that gun has been around and shipped, and oh, nice. So if I were to tell you that you're half a minute high and 2.5 minutes to the right, where does that tell you that your impact is?
That is a 1/2 inch high and 2.5 inches to the right.
Perfect, man. You got it. Math is no problem for you.
We do have cattle on the range.
We got cattle on the range. Oh. So here's the joys of operating on a cattle ranch. Look at them. Yeah, they see me. Y'all better get on out of here. Hey, what are you doing over here? No one's ever accused him of being the smartest animal out here. All right, so the other ones ran off. Now I got 200 yards to go back to the range. Okay, so up to today, what's the furthest distance you've shot?
Furthest distance I've shot up to today is 200 yards.
Did you hit anything?
Target, and I know I've shot a coyote at 200.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've shot a coyote. That's my longest shot. Like that wasn't an exact measurement.
Sure, but close.
It was over 100, closer to 200, but.
Okay. All right, so let's go cold for a minute. We got cows back on the range.
Okay.
So I almost feel like we're at Walker Farm Family.
Yeah.
Because what are we doing?
This is our normal. We're chasing cattle. That's what we do at home all the time.
See, we just aim to please here with Outdoor Solutions. I wanted you to feel at home.
Yeah.
So I had this all set up ahead of time.
Thanks. I really do. And they're black cows. You know,
See there?
That's what we have at home.
Yeah. We give you the full effect here. So y'all saw just a second ago. I chased them off, but now they just ran down further. Now they're coming out again. So I didn't want to run 600 yards down, and so we're taking the truck, and we'll chase them in the truck. Okay, spotter's up. You can send it whenever you're ready. Boom! You hear that?
Yep.
Instant feedback. That's why we love shooting still. So guess what you just did?
Made a 400-yard shot.
Doubled your distance.
Yep.
We're already double the furthest you've ever shot.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
All right, let me check for cows again here real quick. Okay, cows are way off to the right.
Okay.
All right, spotter's up. We're at 1,000 yards. Target number 4. I want you to hold 3 minutes to the left, so that's going to be that second hash mark on the right side of your reticle.
The small hash mark.
The small hash mark, yep, and just remember all your techniques that really matters at this distance.
Okay.
Spotter's up. Impact! Boom!
All right, 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards, buddy.
Awesome. That's
Nicely
awesome.
done.
All right, so
We're going to do the exact same thing. So all your follow through, you're going to still hold 3 minutes of wind to the left. So that means the right hand side of your reticle,
mm-hmm.
and just do all your follow through. Wait for it.
Nice.
2 in a row, buddy.
That's cool.
Let's see if I can see where you're just left of center. So up and down is perfect, and you're to the left half a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Very impressive.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So we've got a ringer here. What did we just do, Gary?
We got 2 shots at 1,000 yards. And I'm pretty excited, to say the least.
Yeah. Not just at 1,000 yards, but pretty much dead center with both of them within half a minute either direction. So he did fantastic. We'll get a little bit more in tomorrow, and then when the other clients get here, we'll have him on the line. We'll actually be using some different ammo. I haven't even talked to him about that, but we'll use hunting ammo, so we may have to re-zero his rifle a little bit. But we're going to put all the gear up. We're going to go into town, and we're going to get some food. We're hungry. So just one thing that Gary and I should clarify: there were no cows harmed in the making of him getting out to 1,000 yards.
We will not be having roast beef tonight for dinner.
No, we're going to town to get Mexican food. Good morning, everybody. So today is arrival day. Gary and I are up and at 'em bright and early, except it's not bright and it's really not early. But we are having our coffee. Gary's having his coffee. It's 7:30 and it's still pitch black out outside. So we're getting a few things done in here, and then I'll just show you some of the things that we do to get ready. We'll go down to the Connex and get all the rifles ready. We use suppressors, so I'll add the suppressors to them. We'll get the optics set up and have it all ready for whenever our guests arrive, because they're going to arrive around 11, and then we'll get them set on the rooms. We'll do lunch at noon, and we'll just kind of do introductions, and then we're going to go to the range and kind of do the same thing we did with Gary, except that not everybody else gets to go out to 1,000 yards. Gary's special. So anyway, we'll see you all on the range here in a little bit. So all of our guests are here, and we got everybody zeroed with their hunting ammo. Everybody shot really, really well. The problem is I forgot to turn my camera on to show you guys. So anyways, we'll have some more for you. All right, so I'm way behind on doing this behind the scenes stuff. I honestly keep forgetting and get busy because it's right now just me here. The two shifts, Cliff and Joe, will be here shortly. But anyway, Gary and I are in the blind, hanging out on top of a cliff. It's really windy, and I know, so obviously I'm using my GoPro, but way down there is about a dozen turkeys, and they're all toms, and the majority of them are long beards, not just jakes. So anyway, the scenery and entertainment has finally showed up. Now we're just waiting on some piggies. Fun to watch, but not quite what we're looking for.
Not what we're looking for, but it's better than nothing. We have something to watch. It's entertainment.
We get entertainment now. We changed the channel.
Exactly.
We just had our next visitor come in. A little bit bigger than the turkeys. It's a young slick 6-point buck. And he's just kind of hanging out down there. Wind doesn't seem to be bothering him too much.
Dropped.
He didn't go anywhere.
Didn't go nowhere.
Awesome. That's awesome. Right here, buddy.
That is awesome.
Man.
That's awesome. Oh, ready? Yep. She will be good eating.
So did you tell where you got her?
Yeah.
Did you tell where you got her?
Well, I've got a hole. Got a hole right there, right behind the ear, and I was looking for the other shot. Maybe there's two shots in the same hole. You just never know.
The way you're shooting may have been.
I'll go with that.
So we are off to a good start. Night one. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 2 more hogs out in the processing center being skinned out. We're saving you the gore from that. So night one, man, good start. 6 out of 8 hunters, or actually 6 out of 7. Got hogs, so we're off to a really good start. We'll see you all in the morning. Well, good morning. So Gary and I had an interesting morning. We had our dark ride in, and we found exactly how big 40,000 acres is. Because it takes a minute to get back to where we went. I might be able to show you on Onyx Maps. I'll do a screenshot of it, but yeah, it's a ways. And we had one old buck come in, and we had one very skittish doe come in that we thought we were going to get, but she was a little bit smarter than us, or than me anyway. Maybe not smarter than Gary.
No, she was smarter than me. That's
we didn't get her, so we're heading back to camp for a little bit, and I think we're actually going to start doing some butchering. So we'll see what Chef Cliff and Chef Joe have in mind for us. All right, so now the fun begins. We just wrapped up lunch, and we have everybody, all the Garzas and Gary is heading over to the processing center. See everybody in front of me. I'm bringing up the rear, and everybody's going to start butchering their own hogs. They're going to break them down into the prime cuts, which is breaking down the quarters, taking off the back straps, neck meat, tenderloins, things like that. So this is truly my favorite part of what we do. So, and couldn't ask for a better family to do this with. The Garzas are absolutely awesome people. So we'll show a little bit of Gary, and then I'll introduce you to some of the Garzas as well.
It's really not feasible to take it and make a. That flank probably weighs 4 to 6 pounds.
What did we just do? What did you just pull off?
We pulled off the tenderloin.
Yep.
Very first
well,
or
the loin.
the loin.
It was the loin and the tenderloin. Yeah.
A fourth of the loin.
There you go. Yeah. Good job. You guys need any help over here? Need any pointers?
Yeah. Which side of the blade do I use here?
Are you kidding me? Okay, so this is actually the second attempt I'm telling on myself here. We just did this whole thing that I'm getting ready to show you, and I didn't hit the record button. I'm a real pro. So here's what we're doing. Gary is out hunting without me, so maybe he'll actually have some luck. Myself, Chef Cliff is here with me. Chef Joe is over there at the grinder, and I've got 1 hog, 2 hogs, and then 1, 2, 3 white-tailed deer that also have to be butchered, processed, and vacuum sealed. So we have a lot of work, and the hunters are all hunting right now, so we got a lot of work in a very short time of period to do it. Chef Cliff just took a tub full of venison and pork. So you look at the difference here. That is venison that they're getting ready to start grinding. See how dark it is? Then this is pork, wild pork from here on the ranch that they've butchered up. And then this is actually some store-bought, just fat, like Boston butt and some bacon that we will add to the venison for the sausage for fat content because venison is just extremely lean. So anyway, I'm going to start butchering on those, or on those hogs that are still in the freezer. One of the guys is going to start grinding and making, or actually we're going to make the sausage yet. Gary and the Garzas are going to do that tomorrow morning before we start cooking. And then, like I said, we're going to butcher up those other hogs in there. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this this journey with Gary and with the Garzas. We're having a lot of fun doing it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey, good morning, everybody. So today is not technically our final day, but it kind of is. So our guests, the Garzas, have to leave early, so we've done a very condensed version. And so we did. Actually, I'll back. Here's everything that we've done so far. I'm walking across a cattle guard. We've been to the range, got everybody to shoot. Everybody was on. Everybody went hunting. Everybody has gotten their doe. Everybody has gotten their hogs. we did a crash course in butchering, taking the primal cuts off, which is the quarters, the back straps, the tenderloins, the neck meat, breaking it all down. Then we broke the quarters down into the subprimes, all the different muscles in each quarter. We've vacuum sealed it. Everybody went hunting last night, and then myself and the chefs stayed behind, butchered some more hogs, some more does, and Chef Joe, as I showed you, did a bunch of grind, and we're getting ready to go in and make some sausage. So we did all that. Gary went out hunting as well. Now, that being said, Gary and I are staying because my chefs are still here. Gary has not gotten his doe, but we're going to get him one. So he'll get to hunt tonight and probably tomorrow morning as well, just because we're staying, getting some other stuff done. We're going to finish butchering the rest of the animals, and we're going to package them and then ship them to our guest. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'm actually walking to our Connex because I need a couple of things, but you're pretty much updated now. We're gonna go in, we'll make some sausage and let you guys check that out. It's pretty fun.
Okay, that's about it. Not gonna get no more out of there, that's it. Perfect.
Looking at this table, Gary, it looks like you've been busy.
Well, I helped with others, but yeah, it's a little bit of the process.
See, I just take credit for all of it. So how many kinds did we make, Cliff?
How many pounds?
No, how many different flavors?
Four different flavors. Hot Italian, mild Italian, sweet Italian, and Polish kibasi.
Man, we kind of went with an Italian theme, huh?
Yeah, we did. We did. It was.
Joe's happy. He's like, that's my people. All right, y'all, so y'all are getting ready to see what organized chaos looks like. They haven't really started yet, but they're getting their assignments.
That sounds real funny. So once they start cooking, I'll come back in and get in the way and show y'all what they're doing. Let's find out real quick from Gary. Where did Gary go? There he is. Right.
So what are you and Raphael?
We're making Cajun sausage and grits.
That sounds
So
good.
I went out and checked on the sausage. They're already on the grill.
Oh, okay.
And so ours I think is gonna be pretty easy. So we can make some grits.
Then you got it done.
Well, the recipe's over here. We'll see.
All right, so let's go out to the grill real quick and take a look. I was wanting to catch him putting it on there, but there's so many moving parts here that it makes it a little bit of a challenge. Probably on this grill, probably smoke. Oh yeah, there we go. So they're just getting started. So we'll keep up with it as Gary and Raphael get their recipe done and show you what the final product looks like. So tell me again where you are. For some reason, the camera works better when you hit the record button.
Oh, is that the way it works?
Yeah, it's weird.
So we have our sausages already out there on the grill smoking. We have our grits just finished up. Now we're sauteing our veggies for a couple minutes, and that's our next step.
Awesome. Looking good.
This is a special quesadilla and only cheese quesadilla.
Only cheese. Can I try that?
It's like Mexican pizza.
¿Cuál es la que hizo usted?
Ah, ya se acabaron, pero esta es puro quesito.
Balances flavors.
This is a pulled pork enchilada with guacamole and sour cream.
Nice,
Awesome.
thank you.
All right, tell us what we're doing, Gary.
So we're serving up our cheese and grits with our spicy Italian sausage that we made this morning. Or actually, did you guys make the sausage yesterday?
No, we this morning. We just ground it yesterday.
I'm gonna need a napkin or something inside of that one. I made a goof.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll take care of it.
And then we're, with our sausage and vegetables, and a little bit of garnish. I think we might win Top Chef with this one. We'll see.
That was looking good.
Thank you.
Tell everybody what we're having.
We're having cheesy grits with our sausage that we made this morning. This is the spicy sausage, and with diced peppers, onions, and a little bit of cilantro on top.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome presentation.
Say that one more time. What is it?
This is broccoli with tomato, with rice, with mushrooms, make you to the best chef in the world. Rosada. My amigo de Indiana.
There you go, that's perfect.
El platillo fuerte.
Wow. These son scallopini.
Scallopinis with rice, with Kobe tomato.
And buttered broccoli.
Kobe tomatoes.
Kobe tomatoes.
One more?
Wow.
All right, well, guess what, y'all? We're at my least favorite part of every trip, the last day.
Has to come to an end at some point.
We have to go home.
Unfortunately.
We want to go home, see our wives, see our families. He still has kids at home. I don't. But anyway, it's time to go home. So we figured we'd just finish up where we started, which is here on the range, 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Got that knocked out.
Awesome spot.
Yep. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Had so much fun with you.
Really had expectations, didn't know what to expect.
Right.
But it exceeded everything I ever thought possible. I mean, the whole event has been so good.
Awesome. What I got to put you on the spot for a minute. What's your favorite part?
I would say my favorite part was probably the processing center. Learning the processing and being able to gain that knowledge, because that's knowledge I'll be able to take home and immediately use. The 1,000-yard shot was probably the coolest,
Right?
but probably the favorite and the biggest takeaway I have was the processing and the recipes. So being able to take that food and put it on the table. I think trying out some of those recipes at Thanksgiving dinner and letting my family try them is going to be pretty cool.
It is. Yeah, that is. So that's the big part of what we do. And this is what I love about the Walker family. They're already doing that. And the big thing for me that we run into is kids, especially kids, your all's kids' age. I don't know if I said that right, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, our kids.
They don't know. A lot of kids don't know where their food comes from.
No.
It comes from McDonald's and the grocery store, as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
They don't understand that something has to die. I mean, that's a fact of life. If we're going to eat protein, but your kids do. So I love that. I love that the way that you and Cassie do everything with raising your kids. That you guys are involved. Obviously, all you guys are doing sports and all that stuff. But just watching you guys on the farm, they do understand where their food comes from.
And when you bite into something, it usually had a name.
Yes.
It was one of our steers or one of our pigs or it was wild game. But wild game, we don't name it. But
Right.
you know, they do have that connection, which I think is just such a lost thing these days.
That's one of the big things that we say is that what we do and hunters in general have a better connection to their food than anybody else out there. So that's what I love about what we do is that you, not just you, but anybody that hunts and processes their own food, they get to be involved in every aspect from the time that they were in the field, learning how to shoot, learning how to scout. And then once you get the animal down, then that's when the work begins. Mm-hmm. And then involved in every step of the process all the way through to when we were putting food on the plate, obviously eventually to the table, and consume what we hunted.
Gives you a new appreciation. The appreciation that you just didn't have otherwise, that you're never going to get if you go to a restaurant, sit down and order. It's just completely different. So it was really good. I mean, I'll just say that you put a lot of thought and work and time, obviously building this for years. So it's a great event.
Well, I enjoyed the time with you and getting to hang out. I feel like I got a new friend.
Same.
And looking forward to spending some time with Cassie, or both of you all together.
Yeah.
And maybe we need to do some processing together or something. So, but anyway, absolutely enjoyed it and hope to have you guys back again.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys check out Gary and Cassie's channel, Walker Farm Family.
Correct.
I always want to say it the other way
Yeah,
around.
Walker Farm fam.
Yeah, Walker Farm Fam. Check out their channel. Absolutely awesome. My wife and I follow them. My wife had actually been following them before we even met them. So anyway, they do some really cool stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next video.